Thank you, Mr. Chair. As we all agree, the BEAD program was the largest investment, federal investment in our nation's broadband infrastructure in American history. And throughout the year, including in today's hearing, the majority has bemoaned the timeline for implementation of the BEAD program to now, falsely blaming permitting as one of the reasons for delays so far. But I think you would all agree, hopefully, that you can't seek permits until you determine where you're going to build the infrastructure and who's going to build it. And the way to ensure that you're not going to use federal money in a way that is wasteful is to first identify who the unserved populations are, what's already in the pipeline, and create a map. You all agree with that, right?
Well, if I understood you correctly, Congresswoman, I would say that there are providers that have already undertaken efforts to get permits, even if they're applying for BEAD.
That's not my question. Yes or no, you would agree that before you ever get a permit to build a broadband infrastructure, you need to decide where you're going to build?
Yes.
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 Okay, thank you. Now, I want to ask a couple more table-setting questions. Do you all agree, yes or no, that federally funded broadband networks should be scalable and reliable and able to meet both current and future broadband needs of consumers and businesses?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you all agree there is no one-size-fits-all technology capable of meeting the ever-increasing upload and download needs of consumers in all geographies at the same level at the same cost?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, and that's who Encompass represents.
Yes.
Thank you. Do you agree that the segments of the country that are not currently connected by their very nature are more expensive to connect or more difficult to connect because of geography or other factors? And if they could be connected using a least cost model, they'd already be connected now without federal funding?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you ask if they would already be connected today?
Without federal funding, yeah.
In some instances, yes.
Okay, thank you. And,
Yes.
all right, thank you for that table setting. With the June restructuring notice, NTIA made clear that it would prioritize lowest cost bids over long-term connectivity in an attempt to root out so-called waste, fraud, and abuse. Mr. Gardner, I particularly appreciate your testimony underscoring that permitting is simply a process, but scalable and reliable connectivity is the actual ultimate goal. We have seen how badly a cheap approach can go. Virginia stands to lose about $82 million in federal funding due to grant award winners who defaulted in the Rural Digital Opportunity Fund and walked away from their commitments because they didn't have the capacity to fill those needs. Mr. Gardner, can you share some of the other lessons the Trump administration should have learned the last time it chose to prioritize lowest cost bids rather than long-term service quality?
Yeah. Designing a broadband infrastructure grant program around a race to the bottom bidding process is not a way to get high-quality broadband networks to our most vulnerable communities. That's what we learned in RDOF, and that is what they are turning BEAD more towards.
And what communities will pay the price and be hit the hardest if these projects are delayed any further or not built at all?
They will not get the same sort of broadband that we enjoy, the broadband that is needed to thrive today and in the future.
And would you all agree that if broadband is physically available but not affordable, it is not available for our consumers?
Absolutely. If you can't afford it, you don't have it.
Anybody disagree? Okay. With the Affordable Connectivity Project gone and the Universal Service Fund on an unsustainable trajectory, and now the Trump administration gutting the low-cost service option under BEAD, Mr. Gardner, without a clear strategy to keep service affordable, how do we ensure that no household or small business is left behind, even when the broadband infrastructure physically reaches their community?
We have severely limited tools now because we have lost the ACP and the affordability requirements in BEAD. So we need to build new ones.
May I address that?
Yes.
One thing I think we should also acknowledge is the best thing we can do is make this the most competitive communications marketplace possible. And one of the benefits of permitting and the importance of this hearing is that if we do get permitting right, you will get more wireless infrastructure deployed. You will have more wireless connectivity. The technology that's driving competition in the home marketplace today and mobile marketplace is wireless connectivity. So we should talk about, subsidy programs, and we should look at USF reform as the bipartisan working group is doing. But we should also focus on policies that make sure the $30 billion annually that the wireless industry invests is put to use as quickly and efficiently as possible. And that's why permitting reform actually does matter for the affordability question, because it creates more competition, and more competition brings prices down. So I think we need to look at it very holistically.
And my time has expired, but I do just want to say we need to look at it holistically. And so while permitting reform is part of the problem, I think we've touched on reliability, connectivity, and affordability are also equally important if we're going to leave no community behind. And with that, unfortunately, I have to yield back my time.